In 1532, 168 men in Peru destroyed an army of 80,000. In a single day, the Inca Empire fell to its knees. In return, they claimed history's largest ransom, 24 tons of gold and silver. Spanish conquistadors earned no salary. Their reward was the entire wealth of the New World. Living meant risking death in pursuit of fortune. To become a conquistador, boarding a ship from Spain was enough. Most were poor nobles, craftsmen, or indebted adventurers. But their work was not just exploration. Plunder and conquest were their main duties. They displaced locals for gold, silver, and land, punishing resistors mercilessly. Through the encomienda system, they controlled the labor of thousands of natives. The income from exploitation paid debts and financed future expeditions. The king signed a capitulación agreement. You became governor of the lands you discovered. The king took 20% of the loot. The rest was yours. Wealthy lenders provided credit for horses, armor, and firearms. Poor conquistadors joined expeditions through debt. Upon arriving in the Americas, they fought the locals. Horses and firearms gave them overwhelming advantage. Victory meant gold, silver, and land. The losers were buried across the seas. An ordinary conquistador ruled over 2,000 to 3,000 natives. These families mined gold and farmed for tribute. They earned 500 to 2,000 pesos per year. A Spanish farmer earned only 50 to 100 pesos. Conquistadors made 10 to 20 times more. Yet most of this wealth was financed through loans. Loot gained in a single expedition was the most shocking. In 1533, Pizarro captured the Inca Emperor Atahualpa. Atahualpa offered a room of gold for his freedom. The room was 7 meters long, 5 meters wide. He added 2 rooms of silver, 2.7 meters high. The Incas looted temples and palaces. Gold was melted and turned into ingots. The total weighed 24 tons, worth $500 million today. The king took 20% of the loot. The leader claimed 20% as well. Cavalry received 2 to 3%, infantry 1%. Pizarro earned 57,000 pesos of gold, cavalry 9,000, infantry 4,500. Infantry pocketed 4 to 5 years' wages in a single haul. But the most incredible part was how the gold was melted. Natives inhaled poisonous fumes during the process. Many died from the toxic vapor. Conquistadors were unaffected. They forced the natives to do the work instead. The most shocking weapon, however, was dogs. Spanish war dogs were specially trained hunters. One dog was worth 5 infantrymen. They attacked and tore apart locals. Conquistadors fed the dogs daily rations of meat. Sometimes, a dog earned more than a soldier. Some married local women. They created mestizo nobles, preserving their wealth this way. Yet most went bankrupt, as interest ate half the loot. Other conquistadors posed the greatest threat. Pizarro was killed by his own men in Lima, 1541. Cortés faced lawsuits throughout his life. Many grew rich, but lived in constant fear. Conquistadors' social status was full of contradictions. In Spain, they were granted the title Don. They sat in front at church and lived like nobles. But Spanish aristocrats scorned them as new money. The king both used and distrusted them. In the Americas, they ruled like local gods. Thousands of natives obeyed them devoutly. Yet at night, they locked their doors, fearing assassination. The church accused them of greed and irreligion. Natives saw them as demons. 60% of conquistadors died within 5 years. Disease, attacks, and famine consumed them. In 1520, Cortés lost 800 men during La Noche Triste. They drowned while fleeing with loads of gold. Survivors either became wealthy or went bankrupt. Most never returned to Spain. Conquistadors were history's most ruthless adventurers. They rose from nothing to control empires. They earned a farmer's lifetime wealth in a single campaign. Yet most did not survive long enough to enjoy it. Fortune or grave? Fortune or grave? As we trace the lives long lost to time, continue this journey by subscribing.